Here's what I see all the time. A founder or sales team thinks they're doing outbound because they're sending a few hundred emails a month. But in reality, that's maybe 2 or 3% of their total market. They come to me and they say, we're sending lots of emails at the minute, but it's not working. We sent 1,000 emails in the last 2 months and we've got 2 calls booked. But the reality is that it's just not enough volume. They stop, they decide outbound doesn't work, and then move on to their next tactic. They rely on referrals and other methods where they don't have a clear deliverable that can say inputs in equals outputs out. So this many emails equals this many calls, and that way you can scale it. See, the truth is you can't get consistent results if you're only touching a tiny fraction of your market. And what we do is build outbound systems that cover your entire total addressable market safely every 45 to 60 days. Now that's what creates predictable deal flow and pipeline. So let me show you exactly how that works. Now, I'm Liam, I'm the founder of Leads That Show, and we help B2B founders and CROs build outbound systems that book 25 qualified calls or more in 90 days. And the reason we do that is because of Clever Coffee or secret tools. It's because we engineer coverage and feedback into every campaign. So in this video, I'm going to break down how we map your total addressable market, how we send at scale without burning domains, and how that data cycle tells you exactly what's working. So if you've ever wondered how we keep adding 10 to 30 calls a month for clients without relying on luck, it's this part that you want to pay attention to. So let's get straight into it. So the missed opportunity. So most teams send 100 emails a month and they think they're doing outbound. The problem is they're touching a couple of percent of their market and calling it a test. Now we do it differently. We contact your total addressable market every 45 to 60 days. So you're never leaving money on the table. And after we've reached that total addressable market, we're going to reach them again with a different angle. So why most outbound plateaus? Now it's small, inconsistent volumes. They're sending a few hundred emails a month. It isn't enough to test, learn, or scale. You're not getting enough data. You need consistent data to identify patterns, pain points, and what's working with your clients. So there's no unified market database. Most teams don't have a complete picture of their addressable market. They're working on fragments or guesses, and it's not data. They just don't have the visibility to see, okay, who are they targeting and how many people are their total. Now, they're over personalizing tiny lists, spending hours and hours sending 50 emails instead of scaling proven angles across 5,000, 50,000 emails. You're optimizing for the wrong thing. You're optimizing for deliverability and personalization on 50 to 500 people rather than hitting 50,000 people with a proven angle that we find using data. So there's no testing cadence. There's no structured A/B testing cycles. You can't learn what works. You're collecting anecdotes and not data. You're not doubling down on what's working because you just don't have enough data to do it. With us, we're sending thousands of emails a day. So I'm not talking about 1,000 emails a month. I'm talking a day. So we can target those people quickly and get the data to find out what's working and what's not. So the Full-TAM approach. Instead of the typical outbound model, instead of guessing, we systematically cover your entire addressable market every 45 to 60 days, as I said. We build a target, we identify every company and buyer persona that fits your ICP, and that can be verified with Apollo, Crunchbase, and niche sources. In our onboarding, we'll sit down and you will define your personas that you want to target with our outbound, and we will go over that together on a call and say, okay, these are the people we're targeting, this is the qualification criteria, and this is how we're going to target them and find them, and make sure that when we're reaching out to people, the ICP that you're looking for. Then we go through our segment and prioritize, group by region, by headcount, sub-niche. It's smarter testing, faster learning, and better results. So we might say that you're targeting SaaS companies, but if you want to look at MarTech versus EdTech, which one's working better? If MarTech gets twice the results, we double down into that niche. Now, we send at scale. It's 3,000 emails a day across multiple domains that we optimize for deliverability with our custom sequencer and custom infrastructure that we set up for your business. And our deliverability safe rotation ensures consistent results. So we refresh every cycle, we retarget every 45 to 60 days with new angles based on what's working, and we continuously learn, continuously improve, and have predictable pipeline. Now, this isn't about sending more emails, it's about total coverage and continuous optimization. You hit your entire market systematically, learn from every cycle what works, and then double down on that to get more results. So how it works in a 5-step process. So you map your TAM, we identify every company, we segment and prioritize, so by region, headcount, sub-niche, we enrich and validate, we do AI-driven enrichment and manual QA for accuracy, and then we launch cohorts, so 3K a day emails across multiple domains, deliverability, safe rotation to ensure that we are going to your ICP and we are targeting the right people. Now, we analyze and optimize, track reply to call ratio, feed winning angles into the next cycle, and that's how we go from data to insight to predictable booked calls. If we know that it takes 3,000 emails to book one call and you need 10 calls, guess what? We're going to send 30,000 emails. It's really that simple. So real result, 18 calls in 6 weeks. Now, this was one of our SaaS clients, the Audit Toolbar. They had 45,000 decision makers and we went through that systematically. So before they've run the same list, they've been nurturing over a year, minimal qualified meetings and no systematic coverage. They weren't getting any results. We hit the entire 45K list systematically in just 6 weeks and continuously test and optimize to get data-driven iterations. Now that resulted in 18 calls and 3 closed clients for them. So same market, same list, different execution. Now, precision plus scale equals predictability. When you see 10 to 30 calls a month coming from cold email, it's not luck, it's math and control. It's really that simple. Don't overcomplicate it, it's literally math. This is the why the systematic TAM coverage looks like. So again, diving back into this client, 45K decision makers. We covered that list in 6 weeks and booked 18 calls. Now, after that 6 weeks, what did we do? Out of the ones that we hadn't booked a call with and hadn't told us that basically to F off, we went back and targeted them again. So the people who didn't even read the email, we're going back again, and this time we're hitting their inbox again, and we're going to get a reply this time. So on our call, if we haven't booked one, book one down below. I'll show you how we map your TAM, build the same rotation, and you can steal the framework and do it yourself, or let us handle it end to end for you. And again, we book calls, you only pay for qualified meetings, and we don't charge you if they don't show up and if they're not qualified. So that's how we do it. It's about blasting more emails, it's about finding a full market coverage, and it's about doing it properly. We build a verified list of every potential buyer, reach that market every 45 to 60 days, and use the response to data to refine each cycle. Now that's why our clients are seeing a steady stream of qualified calls and just random spikes. It's math and control, not just luck. See, when we speak, and if we haven't already booked a call, book one down below. I can show you what your total addressable market actually looks like and how we'd structure a rotation around it. Even if you're already sending outbound, seeing a full picture usually changes how you think about scale, and that's what predictable outbound really looks like. That's the secret. Most teams are fishing in a puddle, and we map the whole ocean. Hit it every 45 days with deliverability. And that's how you turn an outbound into a system that compounds instead of guessing month to month. It isn't about clever hacks or clever copy, it's about data, consistency, and control. Now on the call, I'll show you exactly how big your market really is and how we'd hit all of it without frying a single domain. Once you see the numbers in the ROI calculator, you'll understand how this works. I'll see you on the call. And again, if you haven't booked one, book one down below.